Hello and welcome to another episode of Lexx Education, the comedy science podcast where comedian me, Laura Lexx, tries to learn science from her non-comedian, Bristolian-based, headphone-wearing, bearded brother Ron.
Hello, I'm Ron.
Hi, Ron.
How's it going?
Ron, I've had an absolutely life-changing salad.
Okay.
Let me talk to you about this salad,
Did it have, like, MDMA in it or something?
No. Just normal salad ingredients. But salad will never be the same in my life again, Ron. So, a couple of weeks ago, went to a hen party, right? And
I think we talk about that in this episode.
Not the Lanzarote bit, the English part of the same...
Same hen party, it was just a two-parter.
Yeah, it was just 2 weeks apart, yeah. And my Syrian friend Sana had done the catering. We know Sana, we love Sana. Syrian friend of the podcast. Now, she had made a salad, which I ate a disgusting amount of at the hen party. And I was like, this thing is delicious. But I was like, hey, Laura, you drank all day. Everything's delicious when you've been drinking all day. But then I was making a middle feasting yesterday. So I made some hummus, 2 different types of hummus, made some flatbreads, made some falafel. And I was like, hey, Sana, what's in that salad? I'm going to make it. She gave me all the ingredients. I had it yesterday. Guess what? It wasn't drunk Laura. It was a delicious salad. Now, Ron, do you want a super easy salad to be able to make at home?
Yep, lay it on me.
Okay, throw all your normal salad ingredients in. Cucumber, tomato, lettuce, bit of cabbage for some crunch, you know. Spring onions, then olive oil, lemon juice, salt and sumac. And dried mint. Dried mint as well.
Oh,
Let me tell you,
I've ever had
Ron,
dried mint.
You will shit your pants because of how nice that salad is.
Nice, Laura.
Yeah, I just had another falafel wrap just before this recording.
Yummers. I want a falafel wrap.
Come to my house. I've got loads of falafel and hummus and flatbreads.
Soon.
I can make them again next time when you come down.
Fun.
How are you, Ron?
Yes, I am good. Well, work's horrible. I'm tired all the time. The summer only seemed to last like 3 days. I keep on losing a bit of weight and then putting it back on again, and just yeah.
What you need
But
is a
I'm
super
right.
salad in your life.
Yeah, I'm all right, I think.
Well, I'm sorry you're not as pumped as you have been, Ron.
No, I'm joking. I'm in a very good mood.
How's Gnocchi the cat?
Hopefully okay.
Has she been eating that lily?
No.
Okay.
No, she's not really been that interested.
Fine.
Yeah, but no, like lilies are really bad for cats.
Yeah, I think they're bad for everyone. I think humans and like most animals are allergic to lilies.
It's just really annoying because so I like to buy girlfriend of the podcast Judith flowers. I always end up buying her roses because roses are just fine. So then this time I was like, I'll go to a florist and then they can just make me a bouquet that is cat friendly rather than having to find one at a shop that's pre-made and cat friendly, which is always really annoying. And then asked like 3 times and then and she was just like, yeah, of course they're all cat safe. And then those ones were closed when I bought them. And I was a bit like, these look like lilies, but I did ask a bunch. And then there were other ones in the bouquet called lilies of the Incas, which look like lilies but aren't lilies.
Well, maybe
so then
those aren't lilies then.
but it's not worth the risk because I just don't trust this person.
No, they definitely look like lilies to me.
Because they look like lilies not only in the petals. They have 6 petals, which all lilies have, and the stamens and like the bits on the inside really look like lily ones too. So
this florist needs a punch in the nads.
Yeah.
It's an exciting day today, Ron.
I'm
gonna start laying out the tea towel this afternoon.
Woo!
Oh, yeah. I'm very excited to get working on it. It's been on my to-do list for so long. And this week, I'm blazing through that to-do list like nobody's business. In fact, in just 39 sweet minutes, I'm going to remove some bread out of the oven, and that ticks off another thing off the list.
Nice. So that's going to interrupt the record.
It is a little bit, but probably not majorly. Hey, Ron, we got a new patron.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, and I wanted to talk to the listeners about this new patron, because do you know what this new patron did that is pretty cool? They got an annual membership. What, Laura? That sounds expensive.
Like what you get at the National Trust?
Yeah. But do you know the thing about our membership, Ron? It's way
only
cheaper than the National
£35.
£35 for a whole year. You can pay that once and then you can just have all of our extra content for a whole year. That is 24 extra episodes minimum. Sometimes we do extra little fun things. 24 minimum, access to the Discord, and you just help us cover the cost of the software. Basically, the captioning software that we use for videos online and the recording software costs us a little bit of money, and the patron covers that. So do that. Be like this guy who will be mentioned in the register at some point, and that will be
very
nice.
soon. We don't have a long runway.
No, we need some more people for the buffer. Okay, so today's episode is nice and fun. I don't suppose you listened to it, did you, Ron?
I listened to the beginning of it.
Yeah. Lots of fun. Ron gets very distracted, and we don't cover much science. Enjoy yourselves.
Bye. For now. See you in a bit.
It's physics, Ron.
Recap, bitches.
Why have you turned your video off?
I haven't.
You have.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have, and you know you have, because you
you
just switched it back on.
No, I went to look at my calendar because you're being a needy baggins.
Ron, I've been on holiday.
You've been to Lanzarote.
I have. It's probably the bleakest place I've ever been.
Explain.
So we picked an adults-only hotel because I was on a hen party. So we were like, we don't want kids around. Woof. What we didn't realise is it would be... I mean, I think we were the youngest people there by about 20 years. It was honestly like being in a retirement home, but hot. It was unreal. I have eaten a metric ton of food. I had a buffet, breakfast, lunch, dinner every day.
Wow.
On the Friday, on my way out, Ron, I'd had 8 hash browns and 3 glasses of wine before 6 a.m.
Jesus Christ.
I partied hard.
I
put the funniest picture in the siblings' WhatsApp. You did not reply.
I don't think I saw it.
Ugh, you suck these days. Hang on. Look how much I unimpressed this woman.
Oh, I did see that. What is that in your mouth?
A plum.
You're dressed very Addams Family for Lanzarote.
We got glammed up, man. There was very little to... That was the night we went to the Elvis impersonator.
Wow.
It was kind of amazing for me because he was fine. He was absolutely as good as you'd expect an Elvis impersonator.
You were going to say absolutely as good as Elvis.
Pretty much the same experience, I think. No, he was as good as you would expect, right? He was not bad. But the audience just sat very still and watched in complete silence with maybe 3 people clapping along all to different beats, right? And it was amazing.
You being one of them.
Oh, I don't even try and clap along in public. I know I can't do that. But I'm normally the performer in that scenario. It was absolutely wild for me to witness that. A person not being bad, but getting nothing out of a difficult crowd. And you're like, oh, if I could go up and give you a hug right now, buddy, and tell you that you are worthwhile. And then they'd go mad at the end of each song. And it was like, then just wiggle your hips a little bit during it. Smile, maybe. It was unreal. Lanzarote itself is very volcanic and like a rock. So there's just nothing green. It's just we got off the airport. We drove for half an hour to the hotel. And it was just like rubbly, ashy mud all the way. And then you hit the coast and there's all these pristine touristy hotels. And you're just like, this is fucking weird. And then I only left the resort once to go for a walk and walked into the local town. And it is full touristy town. I was like, this is not my vibe.
No, that's fair.
How was your weekend, Ron?
My weekend was very nice, thank you.
Okay.
Going on a stag do this weekend.
Ooh.
Yeah, sports correspondent Max. And I've got 6 sand timers with me that are really distracting me.
Well, you got them out of a bag specifically for this record, so don't pretend like you're accidentally distracted when you've distracted yourself.
Yeah, but Laura, they're all different times.
That's fun. Why have you got those? For cooking?
No, for the stag. Guess when 30 seconds has gone from when I flipped over the 30-second one.
When did you flip it over?
It was just then. All right, now the minute.
I can't see them, Ron, so I don't
No,
know
exactly.
when you flip them over.
Exactly.
This isn't a fun game. This is not Boggle 2.
Oh, we should boggle again sometime.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about my 9-letter boggle word?
No?
Copperia.
Oh.
Copperia.
I love it. Did
It
the
was
other person
contested,
get it too?
but no, of
Is it in
course
the
they didn't.
dictionary?
It is, yeah. It was contested, but I found it.
Now.
Minute's just gone. You got so close. All right, there's a 2-minute, a 3-minute, a 5-minute, and a 10-minute.
No, I don't want...
No, so basically we're doing a board game themed pub crawl on the stag.
You can't say pub crawl. It's a pub crawl.
Pub crawl?
No, the emphasis is not on the crawl.
It
The
is
fun
on the
bit-
crawl.
No, the fun bit is the pub, not
What the
crawl.
fuck would you know about the pub? How dare you?
It's not a
How
pub crawl.
dare you?
Pub crawl, not a pub crawl.
Pub crawl. Because I'm crawling to all the pubs.
No, don't be stupid.
No, just because you crawl every day, but the pub is the exciting bit, I
You
pub every day.
slither on your belly like a little worm from the Bible.
No, I
Your
just...
legs taken away for sinning.
That's fine. But, no, going on the pub crawl, and it's board game themed. Some of our friends don't like to plan their go before their go. So we got some sand timers.
2 minutes
to
now.
help. It basically was close. Yeah, you were about 4 seconds off. So yeah, we got some sand timers, and then we've decided that because we're not really going in for all that sort of like humiliation humiliation stuff that you get at stags a lot. But it's just if anyone does fuck up, or especially with the games and stuff, they're just they're a little baby, and we've got like a sippy cup that they have to drink out of and stuff. Little baby can't do the stag.
Bye, boy.
Oh, I heard there's going to be a baby. It's so watery, and yet there's a smack of ham to it. All right, Laura. Should we do some of the science podcast?
You're just staring at the timers, though.
I'm talking at the same time.
Yeah, but I know you were already not... Stop knocking them over. It's not a fun game if it's guess how long a minute is, plus all the times Ron bashed them over.
I haven't knocked over any of the going ones.
It's not a fun game anyway.
It was 3 minutes just then, mate. You missed it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I was factoring in for some knockover time.
No, I didn't knock it over once, actually. So now it's just 5 minutes and 10 minutes left.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah. Right, Laura, should we do some of the science podcast?
Yes, please, Ron.
It's physics today. Can you
Yes.
remember what we were doing last week?
I cannot. Energy sources.
It was energy sources, probably. Yeah. Well, it's revision, you know.
Yeah.
So we're covering quite a lot. Now, do you remember what came after energy sources, Laura?
The sun.
We haven't covered the sun. You do this loads where you'll throw out a guess of something that we
Talked
just...
about the sun loads.
No, we don't. We famously talk about the moon, which is the opposite of the sun.
I read a really interesting science fact the other day, Ron, about like every day 4.5 pounds of sunlight hits the earth.
That's not true.
Isn't that interesting? Like how heavy the light is that hits the
Oh, I thought you meant like 4.5 quid.
No, illables. That's what I used to call pounds when I didn't know that LBS meant pounds.
I'm much, much younger than you, so I don't really know what a pound is.
No, neither do I really. I know there's 14 pounds in a stone.
I don't know what a stone is.
Some kilos. I don't know kilos.
I know kilos.
I'm like right on the cusp of like, I know kilometres for running, but I think in miles for driving. I know kilos for working out, but I know pounds and stone for body weight. But Mackie I weigh in kilos. Actually, I think we weigh child of the podcast in kilos. Ugh. She was a knobhead yesterday. She's drawn all over my laptop in Sharpie. Can't get it off. And then I had to take some chocolate off her because she was stealing it off the worktop. And she just looked me in the eye and just pushed my phone onto the floor like a cat. And now it's cracked the screen.
She's cool, man.
No.
Are you cross with her?
No, not really, because, she's a child. But I'm cross that my stuff's rubbish now.
Yeah, I'm actually quite happy about the laptop one, though, because it's always really annoying when I'm at your house. I can't tell whose laptop is whose.
Oh, well, the one with blue Sharpie all over it's mine.
Yeah. And she took that shit in the dining room.
Yeah, she did. That was like 2 minutes after I'd left for the holiday. She just whipped her nappy off. Although yesterday she whipped her nappy off and then pissed in her bed. I was like, why are you doing this? Oh.
Because she's kind of feral.
Children are so weird. Nephew of the podcast's birthday today.
Oh, yeah. I'll message his mum.
You're really slacking as an uncle lately, mate.
No, I'm not.
Where's child of the podcast's birthday present?
Look, doesn't mean I'm going to treat it any different to how I've treated the other ones.
Well, you should be getting them theirs too.
Yeah, I do when I see them.
Oh, and then you never come and visit us anymore. I understand. No, you've seen her since her birthday.
Yeah, I forgot.
You just suck, man.
Yeah, bad uncle. Yeah. It's cool vibes, though.
No.
Cool vibes.
No.
I'll really come in as an uncle when, they all turn like 14 and then they need someone to buy them beer.
Well, one of them is that age.
Yeah, but he doesn't need anyone to buy him beer. He sits alone.
I really thought you would come into your own with a guy that just wanted to sit in the dark and entertain himself.
No, I'm rad, man.
I don't know if you are.
You're
if it wasn't the sun, what did we do?
Yeah, good point. Science podcast. Oh, 5 minutes gone.
Jesus.
Wow, it doesn't look like there's 5 minutes left of the 10-minuter, to be honest.
Is it girthy, though?
But look at the sound differential on this bad
Oh, yeah.
boy.
I don't think that one's 10 minutes, mate.
Yeah, we might have
I
to
think that's 6 minutes.
scientifically test that guy. Yeah.
Not on air, though. I don't think 10 minutes of silence is a good idea.
I don't think we have to be silent
Oh, yeah.
it happens.
Well, you probably do if it was a real science experiment, because sound would cause micro vibrations which would make the sand fall faster.
So it's really nice when you do stuff like that because it just sounds exactly like all the fucking bullshit science that you hear in like Marvel films. Oh no, the micro vibrations are affecting the sand timers. Oh, help me, Iron Man. Yeah. I've been watching a lot of Brooklyn Nine-Nine recently, and it's that level of science knowledge. Jinkies, Terry, the micro vibrations. No, so we did
I hope your stag do gets invaded by some sort of alien, and you do have to call for a superhero to help with your sand timers.
I wouldn't fucking call you, that's for sure.
I'll actually be in Bristol on Saturday.
Yes, but that's not where the stag do is.
Oh. Well, I'm going.
You're really dropping the ball recently. You know all of this.
I don't know where it is.
You know it's not in Bristol.
Ron, I think you are underestimating how busy and important I am. Look at these. These magnets look like tiny maracas.
So important, so busy.
Do I mean maracas? I don't mean castanets. That's what I mean.
Yes, you do mean castanets. You're not busy or important. You've been in an old people's home over the weekend, stuffing plums in your mouth.
Yeah, busily stuffing plums in my mouth.
Anyway, no, we're up to 6.2.1.3. Current, resistance, and potential difference.
Fuck, I hated this.
Yeah, and I hate it now too as well.
Suck a billion dicks.
So, Laura, what
Did
is
I tell you
current?
Child of the podcast burped the other day, and I went, "What do you say?" And she looked at me really confused, and then went, "Ugh." Like, just tried to make the noise. Like I was saying, like, what did you say? Oh, don't worry, I said, She's funny.
She's cool, man. So, Laura, can you remember what current is?
It is the flow of electrons.
Almost.
The speed of electrons.
No.
The number of electrons.
No. Why?
The flow of charge.
There we go. Yeah,
Damn it.
well done.
Went too deep.
Yeah.
It's too right.
It's not really how I'd
I wasn't a wrong. Huh?
Nice. Except you were a wrong. You were wrong. So, Laura, can you remember how what affects current in a circuit?
The steepness of the slide.
Now, take it out of the analogy.
Can't, mate. Don't understand. It's sort of like a concentration gradient, isn't it?
No.
No. I don't know, Ron. I don't think we covered this. Oh.
So what if I told you?
I don't want to.
What if I told you, Laura, that the section that we're doing is called 6.2.1.3 Current, Resistance and Potential Difference?
I would say it is the resistance in the circuit and the potential difference.
There we go. And what's the steepness of the slide?
That's the potential difference.
There we go. Yeah.
Resistance is measured in ohms.
It is. What's potential difference measured in?
Amps.
No, because that's current.
Voltage.
Actually. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. It's 1:36. Let's check in 10 minutes from now. What are you doing? Are you typing?
That was a pigeon.
No way. Wow.
Sending an email. No, Ron, you're supposed to laugh because the pigeon was sending an email.
I did laugh.
Not really, and not loudly. It's an audio medium. Stop nuzzling your microphone.
I'm really ill.
Well, don't be. We've got stuff to do.
It's not my fault you went on a holiday.
You went on holiday for way longer than I did.
Yeah, and
You
when I
never
go
wanna
on
take your
holiday, it's always a
microphone when you go on
fucking
holiday.
flap. What?
Because I only went on holiday over a weekend, which we never really record on anyway. And 9 times out of 10 when I go, I take my microphone so we can still record, you loser.
No, you're the loser. Just take a fucking break, man.
From what?
The podcast.
Why? The regularity is all we've got going.
Because no, when you're on holiday.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But then, wait, I did take a break while I was on holiday.
Yeah. So what's all this? Oh, I always take a microphone.
Because you were moaning at me about needing to record today.
No, I'm just saying I'm ill. I'm sorry I didn't laugh at your office pigeon joke hard enough.
Thank you. Might not have been a pigeon, I suppose. It could have been a jackdaw. Sounded pigeony to me, though, and I hang out with pigeons a lot.
Yeah.
The pigeons in my garden are so brutal, they knock the bird feeder off the wall. That's 2 they've broken now. I've got a special bird feeder now that's too small for pigeons. So I can get some small birds.
But I thought you wanted the pigeons. I thought your life's destiny was to be that scary woman from Home Alone.
Yeah, I don't dislike the pigeons being there, but the pigeons go through a lot of seed and I can't afford it. I'm really broke at the moment. So I can't afford the bird seed at the rate that the pigeons go through it. So I've had to slow them down a bit.
God, that's really depressing.
Why?
Your life's just really miserable.
No, it's not. I'm really happy.
It's okay. You don't have to lie to me.
I'm happy. I'm just poor at the moment.
Yeah,
It's the poorest I've been in ages. I forgot how much I hate it.
yeah, you can't give your pigeons all the food.
I can hear a pigeon cooing now. There's the sparrows and stuff and the blue tits, like 4 fat balls. That would take them 2 weeks to get through it. There's the pigeons. They'll rinse through that in about 3 days.
What were those?
I give them my bread now instead.
What was that sign? That was it like Henry Fatballs?
Oh yeah, fat balls, Henry Bell. Oh God. Fuck me. Do you want to finish this episode tomorrow, Ron? Stop! Don't cough anymore. It's horrid and boring.
No, because I won't come back to this topic. I simply won't do it. So we either do this now or we just skip this bit.
Well, I'm doing really well, I think.
All right. What's the formula for it all?
For what? 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 What?
What's the formula for it all? The whole bit with the current and the resistance and the potential difference.
It must be current equals potential difference, like divided by resistance.
Yeah, that's actually spot on.
Yes! I just used logic for that one.
Can you remember what... yeah, I'm really impressed with that, actually. Can you remember what the letters for all of those things are?
Oh, they're stupid, aren't they?
Only one of them's stupid.
Yeah. Voltage is V, resistance is R. Is current I?
What the fuck's going on, Laura?
Is that right?
That's right.
Yeah, I can see it in my mind's eye.
Your mind's current.
What? It's not. It's in 1999.
That's great. What about, can you remember the symbols for the units?
Huh?
So what's the symbol for volts?
I thought we just said it was a V.
No, it's V in the equation is V equals IR, or I equals V over R. But what's the symbol for volts? Because current's letter is I, I for current, but amp, it's measured in amps, which isn't an I.
What's happening?
We're talking about the formula, right?
Formula?
You told me the fucking formula.
I equals
V over R.
V over R.
Do you see that that's a formula?
Because the volts is the potential difference
Yeah.
over the resistance. Yeah. Now
Yeah.
what's the next bit? What's happening?
The units for all of these things. Just wondering if you knew what the symbol for the units was.
I think the ohms like a funny little circle on a flattened feet, like a little like if a snowman had feet sticking out and no head.
I think that's a capital Omega. Yeah.
That's ohms.
Yeah. Do you get the question now?
Yeah. Amps. Oh, it's one of them. No. What's the other one? Potential difference. Volts. An at sign? It's not a triangle, because that's delta. A square?
No, it's just an A.
Huh.
Just a capital A.
Huh.
And then it's V for volts.
Oh, I think that was a bit trickery of you.
Why?
Well, because I was trying to think of different symbols.
I didn't ask you to do that.
That's why the only one I knew was the one that wasn't a letter.
But I didn't ask you to do that.
Okay, fine. Ugh. Just stop it.
Okay, next bit is what we're going to talk about now, which is actually about resistors. Mm-hmm. Do you know what a resistor is?
It's a little, like, foam buffer that you put in the circuit to slow the current down. It's not foam, but that's
it's not foam.
It.
Yeah, no, that was confusing though to the listener and myself, because it's a bit kind of like you said. It's just it's a pigeon buffer that you put in the circuit to slow things down. It's not a pigeon.
Okay, it's just a buffer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says here in my notes, Laura, there are two different ways to join electrical components. Do you know what they are? Like the two different types of circuit that you can have?
Soldered? Like that kind of thing? No. Positive and negative.
Explain.
I don't know. I'm just throwing out words.
Yeah, you're just saying things.
I'm blue sky thinking. There are no wrong answers. Oh, I hate it when your fingers come lurching towards the camera like that. It's horrid. There are two ways to join a circuit.
Yeah, so it's more about circuit organisation than anything else.
Oh. Parallel and
yes.
Concurrent? Oh, what's that other one? Circuit and parallel. I remember doing this
Parallel's
and the battery went
one.
on fire. Parallel.
So, imagine that you're on a planet only inhabited by snakes and eagles.
Ozone.
No. Stay with me for this one.
Okay.
You're on a planet and it's only really inhabited by snakes and eagles. And the snakes have reached sentience, and they basically just speak English.
Yeah.
But they put an S on the front of everything.
Sequential.
No, let me get there.
Okay.
And the snakes want to go visit where the eagles live.
In series.
Yes, in series.
Wow.
I wasn't looking at the fucking timer when it ran out. I had my eyes closed.
It wasn't.
Shit.
That's at least it's under 10 because it was 1:36 when you put it on, and it's 1:48 now.
48 now, 12 minutes. So
But you didn't see when it stopped, so it could have been ages ago.
that doesn't mean that it's under 10 though.
It can't be
You're
12.
bad at science.
How can it be 12? Do it
No,
again. Do it again.
All right. I'll wait until the clock goes 49.
No, do it, and I'll just set a timer on my phone, Ron.
All right. Say when.
Hang on, I need to find one. Ready, steady, go.
I've done it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so in series and in parallel. Which one's which? It describe a series.
Series is just like a simple circle, like a necklace. And parallel has things that like jut off. So if you were trying to run around it in a circle, you'd have to go on different routes. I heard that one as it was coming out, to be honest. My other answer was more like bananas that have been tied up at both ends. So, I think we can agree I went with the better one.
No, what, like a bunch of bananas that's connected at both ends?
Yeah.
I don't know. I like that one way more
Okay.
than if you tried to run around it, you'd have to take different routes. That's so confusing.
It's not foam.
It's not fun. Some circuits. Well,
By the way, did I tell you that did I tell you the title of the episode that's going out next week?
no.
It's my favourite title we've ever given an episode. And it's our 100th episode. And hang on, I want to get the phrasing exactly right. Throw a bunch of pubes on the last baby born.
Pubes on the last baby born. Yeah, that's great. Can't even remember why we were talking about.
Oh, because of that guy in the painting.
Yeah. That's a good episode.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that episode. I can't wait till episode 200.
We're in a spate of good episodes at the moment.
always
Probably
are,
ending now.
Ron.
No, I think the spate might be over. Wait, is that why we started talking about Mark Spate in an episode recently? Because of the spate of good episodes?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Oh, maybe we should call this episode After Spates. Like After Eights, but it's the end of the spate.
I'm so much younger than you. I didn't even get that.
Ugh, they're gross, those chocolates. But I did like the envelopes that they were in. And I like the way they crack in your mouth.
It made you feel like a businessman, rifling through your business cards and then devouring them.
Some people say riffle, not rifle.
No, that's a different thing.
Is it?
Yeah, riffle is something you do with a deck of cards.
No, but sometimes in audiobooks they say he riffled through the files on the desk.
Oh, those people are idiots.
Oh.
Yeah. I was listening to a thing recently about cavemen, right?
I don't suppose they did much riffling. Or maybe through the undergrowth.
Maybe through some leaves. They probably did a bit of rifling. But
they
you know
did
how
not have rifles. They weren't invented until
No, but rifling through the underbrush,
16th
looking
century?
for frogs and that to eat.
When was the rifle invented?
Probably 4000 BC in China. Mounted
16th.
wheelbarrow mounted
16th century
rifle.
the rifle first appeared in Europe.
You know, cavemen used to do all paintings and that in caves.
Yeah.
It's just something that's pointed out in a podcast. It's just the only reason that we just see them in caves is because in caves they're still there. But they were probably painting on loads of stuff. On trees, on rocks outside, but it's just washed off and that, and the tree's fallen over.
Well, maybe that as well, but I heard an interesting thing about how most cave paintings are they're not that deep within the caves, and how they're often in the cave that had the fire in it, and potentially the firelight made the paintings were painted to look like they were moving under the firelight.
Yeah, I think
I've
heard
that bit in
something
Ice Age where the mammoths tell the story of what happened to Manny's family.
So sad.
They might.
There was a guy on season 4 of Love Is Blind that really looked like the kid from Ice Age.
That's 5 minutes.
In a really ugly way. Anyway. What were we saying? Oh, yeah. So, bunch of bananas tied up at both ends, or a necklace are the two things that we've got there.
Yeah.
Laura, are all parts of a circuit in parallel or in series?
What do you mean?
Are all parts of a circuit...
No, don't say the same thing again.
I was going to say it differently. Are all parts of a circuit either in parallel or in series?
You've just added the word or. That's the same sentence, but with the word or in it.
Does that descriptive word apply to the whole circuit?
No.
Explain.
Because, the top banana, that's just a circuit, but then the other bananas underneath it are the bits in parallel.
See, I imagine vertical bananas. I don't know what you're talking about.
So the innermost banana is just in a circuit with the outermost banana, but everything in between is hanging off it.
Why is that one in a circuit and the other ones are in parallel?
Look, I'll show you what I mean.
Okay.
On just a pen and paper.
Oh, I'm really hungry.
I need a wee so much. I've got tummy ache.
How long have you been recording?
3 hours. But most of it's about sand timers. Oh, fucking none of my gel pens work anymore. Toads. So like this, Ron. Look.
Yeah.
So this top one here, that's a circuit, but then all these underneath bananas, they're parallel.
But why isn't the bottommost banana a circuit?
Yeah, they're all just circuits, but they've got some things parallel, but not some of them.
Yeah. So I guess the answer is
No.
You have to. The answer is these terms are sort of in reference to something else. So like
The battery.
Different things. So, like imagine your bunch of bananas. Imagine a light and a buzzer on one banana.
Yeah.
And then a light and a buzzer on a different banana. The light and the buzzer on the same banana, they're in series with each other.
Yeah.
Because they're on the same banana. But the two buzzers on different bananas, they're in parallel to each other.
Yeah. So
How long's it been?
Circuit do different things. 8 minutes.
Fucking hell, that thing sucks.
It's an 8-minute timer.
Bloody hell. How long have you been recording?
It doesn't really matter. We have to stop now. I'm going to wet myself.
Okay.
Now, the end of that episode, Ron, I really feel like we'd forgotten there was no quiz.
Yeah. The Run Cap recaps they're so freeing when you record them because there's so much less bobbish, but
we literally went, I'm going to piss myself by. Good news, though, everyone. I didn't piss myself, so that's always great, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's really
that is always good.
That's really great for everyone involved. There was no wetting of the pants for the old lowdown dog. How was the stag do, Ron? Did you use the sand timers?
We didn't use those sand timers much, but we did have a big one. I don't know if I showed you the big one.
No, the 8-minute was the biggest one that we had.
No, it was it was a big in size, but it was only 30 seconds. And that's because we didn't want people to be taking 8-minute goes in the games that we were playing. So we didn't actually end up using those. They were just backups in case we broke or lost the other one or something. But no, the stag do was great. We had a lot of fun. We were in a beautiful cottage in the Peak District. Saw the Northern Lights, kind of. It was boozy. It was staggy, but not problematic. And everyone had a lovely time.
Ron, you are a wholesome little boy. Mm-hmm. 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 I don't think I have much news to report, Ron. What did I want to say? Become a patron so you can help me afford birdseed. I'm very aware in this episode, by the way. I'm more like I've got no money, but I'm like, I've just come back from Lanzarote. I feel so guilty for going to Lanzarote because since I came back, all my gigs have been cancelled and there's just no bloody stopping the things that are breaking. My fence needs replacing, Ron.
I was doing the register thing.
I know, but I was still doing an outro, so I just decided to talk over it. Now you've just done some sound effects.
Yeah. All right. All right. Talk about your fence.
No, do the register, mate.
I'm just really proud of this one.
All right. Well, don't worry about all the rest of the notes then. Everybody, there's a second Bristol date for my tour now on sale if you didn't manage to get tickets. The first one before it sold out completely. There we go. Now you can do the register.
The register. A big thank you to Matt Hollis, who is the Elvis impersonator at Lexx Education HQ, who exclusively does stone fruit Elvis impressions, such as boom, boom, stuck on droop. I can't help falling in love with prune. Suspicious rinds. Jailhouse rock in the middle of a fruit. Return to blender so I can finish making this smoothie. Now I have removed the stones. You don't have to say you love peach. I will understand. A little less conversation, plum. A little more action, please. Cherie's the name of his latest flame.
Good. That's very good, Ron.
Rubber nectarining.
Nice.
Apricot lucky in the mango. Olive me tender and any dates now.
Wow. Commitment to the bit, Ron. I'm very impressed with you. And thank you, Matt Hollis. What an awful back catalogue you have to learn. How come, Ron, there's no market for, like, sexy young Elvis impersonators?
Isn't there?
You never see an Elvis impersonator that's, like, handsome in a little army T-shirt and sitting on a stool playing a guitar.
I think because it's almost like I would put it down to the fact that apart from the hair, Elvis didn't have too much of, like, he didn't have that much of an affectation. Because, like, you know, if you're doing like a John Lennon impersonation, you get some round glasses and you grow your hair long or whatever. Whereas Elvis, he just had the hair, and the hair was like up. So then it's just in the face. So I think you have to just look so much like Elvis to pull that off. Whereas like late fat Elvis, he had the whole suit and the getup and the white like one piece and stuff. And like there's a lot more to tie you to Elvis with that. Whereas like otherwise you'd just be kind of like a greaser in a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah. All right. Well explained, Ron. I'm into it. Thanks, Matt Hollis. What a legend you've turned out to be. And thank you, all of our listeners. Everything's coming up sunny in the podcast at the moment, and that is down to you. We love you.
We love you. You're not paying for this episode, so we don't hope you love us. But
oh, yeah. You don't even know that that's our secret thing that we sign off with in the other podcast. Say it again, because I talked over you doing it.
I did already say it, though. I don't want that against my record. I was just saying, I just don't want it against my record. Class dismissed.